Dear students, good morning. Welcome to online classes DAV, SVV and Dondapadu. So my name is Megasham. I am dealing 10th class physical science. So today we have taken a topic from chapter 2 of chemical equations. The topic is balancing the chemical equations. See, very interesting and very easy and marks gaining also. So do listen carefully, Nana. Let us start our topic, balancing chemical equations. Before going to know how to balance a chemical equation, first we need to know the law of conservation of mass. I think all of you know this from your earlier classes. Mass neither be created nor be destroyed, but in the chemistry and in the chemical reactions mainly, it is converted like this. The total mass of the products formed in a chemical reaction must be equal to the total mass of the reactants. So whatever be the mass of the starting materials, that will be equal to the mass of the products obtained. And in case of atoms, atoms neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. Right. Now it means the number of atoms of each element before and after reaction must be the same. Means count the number of atoms before the reaction and that will be matched to the number of atoms after reaction. Yes. So a chemical, what is a balanced chemical equation? First let us define it. A chemical equation in which the number of atoms of different elements on the reactant side are same, means the number should be same, equal. Those on the product side, right side, is called a balanced equation. Means take any equation, count the number of atoms of different elements on one side and again count the number of atoms on the product side. If they are matched, then that equation is called balanced equation, students. Right, let us go. So first, before going to balance, first we need to know about the formula unit. Okay now. So what is formula unit? Let us check by example. Suppose if one formula unit of NaCl, somebody said, it means it is providing one sodium atom and one chlorine atom. In regular cases, it is one sodium plus ion and one Cl minus ion. Yes. And one formula unit of magnesium bromide, that is MgBr2. Yes, it provides us 1 Mg plus 2 ion and 2 bromine ions because 2 is written subscript to the bromine. Now one formula unit of water. So it means 1 H2O molecule. That's it. Don't write as 1 H plus ion, 1 OH minus ion. It never happens, Nana. Only by electrolysis we will get it. Now steps. Let us look at the steps involving in the balancing chemical equation. So basically there are 4 steps we need to follow. So let them reveal by taking an example. So our example is formation of water. Means hydrogen react with oxygen and forms water. So in this, the foremost step is write the equation with correct chemical formulas. So here for the formation of water, what should we need to know about, Nana? We need to know the formula of H2, formula of O2, formula of H2O, and they are correct. So let us go with this one. So write the equation with correct chemical formula, that is hydrogen is H2. So don't write hydrogen as single H, it always exists in dimer. Same like oxygen, O2, and water, everybody know it is H2O, right? So this is the step 1. Now let us move on to step 2, make the table. Yes. So how to make the table? Is there any pro forma? Yes, there is. Okay, now we have a reaction. Now this is the format of the table. So we have three columns in which one is element, second is number of atoms on LHS, third one is number of atoms on RHS. Now find out the different types of elements involved in the chemical reaction. So here the given reaction has H2O2, H2O. In all these three we found two elements. They are hydrogen and oxygen. Now count the number of hydrogen atoms on the left hand side and count the number of hydrogen atoms on the right hand side and make a note in the table. Right? By counting, you will get 2 hydrogen atoms on the left hand side and 2 on the right hand side. Hydrogens are balanced. Okay, now right. Let us go with the oxygen. So count the number of oxygen atoms on the left hand side. O2 means there are 2. But on RHS, it is only 1 because H2O involves only 1 oxygen. Now, hydrogen atoms are matched. Okay, now we need to match the oxygen atoms. Now, how to match it? So, let us see. What are the possible ways? Okay, now. So, before going to do that, first make sure to make the number equal on both sides. Assign suitable numbers as the multiples, means coefficients before the formula. Okay, now, for example, so suppose this is there. Write any number so that they must be equal. Okay, now, like S1, 3, 2, whatever it may be. This is not correct. I am saying some examples, some numbers as the coefficients. If there is 1, no need to write. 2 or 3, we can write. Yes, you can go with any number. But make sure do not touch the ratio of atoms in a given molecule. Means the formula of water should be always H2O, but not HO or H2O2 or H3O2, etc. Go anywhere in the universe. Go to Mars, go to Sun, go to Moon. Okay, now the formula for water should always be H2O. There is no change. For balancing, don't change that ratio. In H2O, the ratio of hydrogen to oxygen is 2:1. Okay, now don't change it anyway. Understood? Right. Now, let us make a first. So, there are two possibilities to make equal. First one is, this is the given equation. Now, clearly check the number of oxygen atoms on RHS. Yes, that is changed to 2 because to make the atoms equal, we have one possibility here. Whether it is correct or wrong, let us explore. Okay, or by adding coefficients. Yes. Now in the second, okay, now 2 hydrogen, 2 is added before hydrogen. So means 2 into 2, 4 hydrogens are there on the left hand side. Again, 4 hydrogens are on the right hand side. What about oxygens? Yes, 2 oxygens on the left hand side, 2 oxygens on the right hand side. Now, the both reactions have equal number of atoms on both sides, but which is correct? Yes, we said now, do not touch the ratio. Here, in the water ratio, we have added one more. Okay, now? So that's why that is the wrong method. Second one is the right method. Super. Okay, right. Do not change the ratio of atoms in a formula. If formula is given, that is fixed. No need to change anything. Okay, now. Instead, to make balance equation, add coefficients. That's it. Now, step 3. So, if there is any common factor among the coefficients, then divide them with that common factor. So, let us look at the common factor here. So, before hydrogen, there is a number 2. Before oxygen, no means it is 1. And before water, it is 2H2O. So, here the coefficients are 2, 1, 2. In that, the common factor is only 1. If you divide with 1, no problem. Na? So, means here there is no common factor, hence there is no division. So, means step 3 is skipped. Okay, now there is no common factor. So, there is no need to divide. Right. Step 4, Nana. Verification. Yes. Verify the balance of the equation once again because it is you need to get the answer now. So that's why verify the balanced equation means how to verify? Count the number. If the number of atoms on the left hand side and the right hand side are equal, then it's okay. That's it. Okay now. So count the number of atoms, number of hydrogen atoms on left hand side they are 4, on the right hand side they are 4. And right hand number of oxygen atoms on LH is 2, RH is also 2. So all are the number of atoms of different elements on the left hand side are same as the number of atoms of different elements on the right hand side. Now it is verified. That's it. Okay now. Thank you very much. I hope you understood. Thank you very much.